When it comes to possession, one thing always comes to my mind: Morro. Morro's story is such a tragic one. He spends his earlier days rooting through trash and struggling to survive, unaware that he possesses an elemental gift. Wu gives him purpose when he takes him under his wing and informs the young Master of Wind that he could be the chosen one. When this is proven false, Morro loses his mind as his purpose, his home, and his master are seemingly stripped away from him. He instantly despises Wu for literally crushing his entire world and decides to prove him wrong. After his inevitable death and banishment to the Cursed Realm, the Preeminent offers him purpose once again: conquer Wu, the ninja, and the 16 realms for her, and he will have the title of Green Ninja once more. This makes for so many interesting character dynamics across the season. Morro and Lloyd's interactions in particular are some of my favorites, as Morro has such a deep-seated hatred for Lloyd being the chosen one instead of him. Lloyd, unaware of who this vengeful ghost even is left confused and vulnerable, leaving him susceptible to Morro's possession. This idea of Morro taking control of Lloyd's body is such an ingenious storytelling concept because it allows him to physically become the Green Ninja, make Lloyd suffer, and prove Wu wrong all in one go. Morro's plan here is actually quite clever. I'm not sure how much of it was conceived by the Preeminent, but considering we never saw her actually verbally communicate to Morro, I'm assuming a lot of it was him. I like to think that Morro waited for decades inside the Cursed Realm, stewing on his anger and regret, and crafting a plan to finally make things right. Garmadon's sacrifice and Tournament of Elements finally gave him this chance. I'm unsure how much time passed between seasons 4 and 5, but I'm assuming it was enough for Morro to learn about Lloyd and the other ninja. Now that the most difficult part of his plan had been completed, his return to Ninjago, Morro could begin to finally put things into place. He would steal the allied armor from the Ninjago City Museum, which would allow him to summon ghosts from the Cursed Realm while also luring Lloyd in for him to possess. He could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, of course, there was no guarantee that only Lloyd would show. Morro definitely could have just assumed that the Green Ninja's illustrious reputation would mean he wouldn't need help, but if he knew the guy well enough, he'd knew that he rarely works without his friends. It just depends on how much he actually learned about the team before their meetup. But even if the whole team had shown, they had no prior knowledge of ghosts, meaning that they'd have no way of defeating them. And even if things got dicey, he had the allied armor to summon help. Morro's plan here was pretty much foolproof. Morro's death at the end of the season is such a perfect ending to the character. With the Preeminent dead and his defeat imminent, Morro is once again left without purpose. Rather than accept his inability to best his master and his prophesied pupil, Morro decides to perish. Wu offers his hand to save him, but Morro is done trying. Even though he won't admit it, he finally realizes that he's not good enough even for himself. He's not who he wanted to be. Nothing can change that in his eyes, so he declines Wu's offer and sinks into the sea. The story of Morro truly is a tragic one.